Welcome to our channel where we show real life in China, exploring daily life, food, culture, and marriage. Today's story is about convenience and how I came to realize it has more than one meaning. Before I moved to China and before I got married, my relationship with food was transactional and hyper-optimized. Sundays were for meal prep, shopping in bulk, chopping everything at once, cooking proteins in batches, portioning them into identical black containers, stack, freeze, reheat, repeat. If it saved me 10 minutes, I bought it. I bought in bulk because buying small felt inefficient. Why buy a handful of spinach when the giant tub is cheaper per ounce? My freezer was a monument to my future self, someone who would theoretically be too busy to shop, too tired to cook, and too distracted to care. The faster I finished one task, the sooner I could start the next one. Life was kind of like a conveyor belt, and dinner was just another box to check off. Then I moved to China and I got married, and slowly, without me even noticing, food stopped being a task and started being something else entirely. It wasn't just the supermarket that changed me. It was stepping into a whole culture where food and convenience means something completely different from what I knew. On the surface, the convenience here is incredible. Apps that deliver a live fish to your door in 30 minutes, group buying platforms where neighbors split bulk orders, basically anything you want at your doorstep extremely fast. I thought, great, even more efficiency. But then you start living inside this culture and you realize the tools might look similar, but the reason behind them is completely different. In the United States, I wanted to get in and out of the supermarket, head down, list in hand, cart piled high. I was stocking up for the week or the month. The supermarket was an obstacle between me and my real life. Here, we still use a cart, we still buy our essentials, but the supermarket itself has life, actual life. There are tanks full of fish and seafood swimming around, and you pick the exact one you want. The produce section smells like soil and ripe fruit, not cold refrigeration. There are whole aisles of traditional Chinese medicine herbs, giant sacks of rice, dried mushrooms, fermented beans, ingredients I didn't even know existed, with histories I'm still beginning to understand. And here's what I began to notice. Even though we push a cart, we're not filling it the same way. We don't stockpile anymore. We buy what we need for the next 2 or 3 days. If we want fish for dinner, we buy it that same day, still swimming, still alive. Leafy greens for tonight and maybe tomorrow, but not Thursday. Thursday's vegetables haven't been picked yet. In the US, buying in bulk felt like security, like I was protecting myself from a busy week I already knew was coming. Here, buying in small quantities feels like trust. Trust that the market will still be there tomorrow. Trust that fresh ingredients will be available. And trust that I'll have the time, or that I'll make the time to come back. A lot of the older generation in China, like my in-laws and grandparents, they do this instinctively. They shop almost daily. They wouldn't dream of buying a week's worth of greens and watching them slowly wilt in the fridge. Freshness isn't a marketing word. It's a standard, and it's one I'm slowly learning. As I learned to evolve my perspective, the shopping itself stopped being a chore and became a conversation, something that we do together that has nothing to do with speed. So today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're here to pick up vegetables, some fresh seafood, eggs, a few Chinese herbs, tofu, and noodles. Nothing fancy, just what we need for the next couple of days. As we finish shopping for dinner, I'll show some videos of things I find interesting and unique in Chinese supermarkets. Back home, convenient food meant something pre-portioned, pre-marinated, and vacuum sealed. Cook it in 10 minutes, eat it in 5. The convenience was designed to minimize my involvement with the food itself. In China, mobile payments are lightning fast, but they're fast so you can keep connected to the things that matter. The technology is the same, but the purpose is the opposite. It means we can walk to the supermarket, pick up seafood that was alive this morning, and be back home in minutes. Fresh food, no planning ahead, no stocking up, just what we need right when we need it. Instead of using that saved time to move on to the next task, we use it to cook together.
Time to start cooking.
We start by washing and prepping all of our ingredients thoroughly. The vegetables, the herbs, the aromatics, everything gets cleaned before anything hits the heat. We then move on to the seafood. We like to clean it together after boiling, which I actually didn't grow up doing. Back home, seafood came in a plastic tray, wrapped in film, already gutted. Here, it's very hands-on. It's a little bit messy, and we take our time with it. We're not rushing, we're making sure that what we eat is clean and good for us. That's the thing I'm still learning. We never rush in the kitchen. Not because the food demands it, but because the time together does, and the quality of what we're eating does. Then we move on to the soup. Tofu, egg, and whatever vegetables looked good that day. And there's something quietly beautiful about watching every ingredient come together. The tofu softening, the eggs swirling into the broth, the greens turning bright and tender, each thing doing its part to become something greater than itself. And because we only bought what we needed for tonight, there's no pressure to process everything at once. No marathon cooking session, no army of Tupperware, just 2 dishes, 1 evening, and 1 person next to me. I used to think convenience was about subtraction. Removing time, removing effort, removing people. But marriage taught me something different, and so did China. Real convenience isn't about getting meals out of the way so you can return to your life. It's about clearing away everything unnecessary, the logistics, the friction, the rush, the bulk, so you can finally be present for the part that matters. If you enjoy following our journey, make sure to like and subscribe this video and follow us for more of our real life in China.